How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now today what we do have is a DofE survival guide, DofE tips video, because last week I had my gold DofE presentation and our aim was to create a Snowdonia survival guide because that's where we did our qualifier, and I hope all of you, whether you're doing bronze, silver or gold, can take something from this video. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, as you can see from that clip, I wasn't quite ready for the weather, and the main point from this is be prepared for any type of weather. I had a waterproof coat and waterproof trousers in my bag. When we went and did DofE in July this year, it was 30 degrees. It was absolutely boiling hot, but honestly, you have to be ready for anything, and I ran out of sun cream by the end of the second day, and we were out there for 5 days straight, and honestly, I thought, yeah, my legs don't burn, like my legs had never burned before. And I thought, yeah, they're not going to burn. And we walked up Mount Snowdon and my legs absolutely fried. So hopefully you guys can take from this, bring enough sun cream. But even if you think, oh, it's going to be sunny, bring waterproofs, because the DofE kit list that you get it's not a kit list. You have to bring everything on it. It's not just pick and choose. If you think it's going to be boiling hot, you still have to bring waterproofs, because what if it rains? You're going to be screwed if you don't, so just bring everything on the list. On DofE, whether you're doing bronze and you're out there for 2 days, or whether you're doing gold and you're out there for 4 or 5, just bring good food. Don't just bring like loads of chocolate or stuff that's going to melt in your bag. Be sensible with what you bring. Well, I think what we did for the majority of the days, we had porridge for breakfast, we had sort of ham, cheese, wraps. For lunch, we bought chocolate spread, but that wasn't very good. And we had sort of risotto, ricey stuff for dinner. So I think just bring healthy, nutritious food. If you're not sure on what sort of food to bring, there's plenty of blogs and stuff online that will tell you good food for DofE, or you can speak to your advisor or assessor. But I think the main thing to take from it is just bring good food. I already thought of some great. Did you get it?
2 things.
That would be a good picture for like.
It's not in there.
It is
Go
in there.
deeper.
Vinny, you gotta fully. Vinny, look at
go-
your leg and see how deep it went,
I mean-
and then look at your hand.
Look at look at that. It's going to go deeper than that.
It's got to go a lot deeper.
You've got to go up to your elbow, Vinny.
£5?
Yeah, well, it was £5 per song, wasn't it?
Oh, okay, fair enough. I've got it. Have you actually?
Yes! Yeah!
Okay.
As you can see from that clip, my slide got stuck in a bog and I had to dig in and get it out. But the one thing that I can take from this, I feel like I keep saying that, but you need to be careful of your surroundings all the time. Where we had been in 30-degree heat, it's the ground, majority of the time, the ground is rock hard, but that still doesn't stop some areas being boggy, and especially on gold when you're going to be wild camping a lot of the nights. On bronze and silver, it's not so bad when you're camping because you're going to be in set campsites where there's going to be no rough terrain. But especially when you're camping wild, or when you're walking during the day, one of the most important things is just making sure that you're aware of your surroundings, and you're not going to go and get your slide stuck in a bog, or you're going to put your tent next to a wasp's nest or something. I think it is so important to assess the environment. If you're on gold especially, just assess the environment that you're going to be camping in, because you might be making a big mistake, so just choose wisely and just be careful. This next one is hydration. I can't stress enough, even if it's cold or if it's boiling hot, hydration is so important. On bronze and silver, you'll be staying in campsite, so you can fill up your bottles and you can just fill up at the campsite in the morning and everything's happy days. But if you're on gold and you're not so lucky, then you're not going to be filling up your bottles from nice campsite taps. You're going to be filling them up from wild lakes and reservoirs. So not only do you have to worry about where you're getting your water from, obviously you don't want it to be too dirty. If I can advise any place, try to get streams sort of rather than lakes, because lakes do tend to be more dirty. But I filled up bottles in the lakes, and I thought bring squash, because we had to take, obviously when you go on gold you have to take chlorine tablets, and chlorine tablets are just absolutely disgusting. I knew some people in my group liked them, but I just thought, these are not nice things, and obviously I had to put a bit of squash in to get rid of the taste, but whether it's cold or whether it's warm, water is so important, more so when it's warm. But obviously when we went on our silver, then it was a lot colder and rainy, but you've still got to stay hydrated to keep your brain going and keep your muscles going. But especially when we went on gold and it was boiling hot, we were burning through litres of water, and we said to ourselves, drink a litre of water before we leave the camp in the morning, just so that our fluid levels are going. And just the one motto we had on our, I think it's our bronze, is just drink before you're thirsty, because if you're thirsty, that's your body's already sort of, you know, losing fluid. So just make sure you're constantly drinking, because otherwise, especially when it's hot again, you're putting yourself more at risk to heat exhaustion, heat stroke. So just, you've got to keep your brain going. Stay hydrated, guys.
Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Now, these final two clips, it's long grass, bracken. Now, I could just say, don't get lost, because that's what happens. You go off the path, you're trying to get from one place to another, and you get lost, and all of a sudden you're in some nasty thistles, thorns, brackens just full of ticks. So we were quite lucky not to get any, but try to stay on the path as best as you can and just backtrack. I know it's sort of easier said than done, but it was the last day, the last hour. We were so close to finishing, but we just managed to get lost, and it does happen. But if you ever are in like sort of a situation where you've got long grass or there's bracken, just try to get out of it, because the last thing you want is someone going through long grass, misplacing their foot and twisting an ankle, and then their DofE is finished. So just try and stick to the paths as best as you can, and do try not to take shortcuts, otherwise who knows what will happen. Now, the final one, I don't have a specific clip for this, but I know at the end of the day, a lot of people think DofE is horrible, it's a graft, it's miserable, and I'm going to be honest, when you're walking up a massive mountain in 30-degree heat, it is honestly one of the most stressful sort of things, physically, mentally demanding things you can do. But through doing bronze, silver and gold DofE, the one thing that never fails to amaze me is the sense of achievement you get once you do it. And it's not just the expedition, it's the volunteering, the physical, the skill, the residential if you're doing gold, but it's just all of it together. Whether you've just finished your bronze, whether you're starting your bronze, or whether you're finishing your gold, honestly, the sense of achievement you get out of doing DofE is something that is unparalleled. And me personally, I'm not sponsored by DofE before you wonder, but honestly, if you get the opportunity to do it, just do it. I know it doesn't seem that great, but honestly, you get opportunities to do things that I for sure know that I definitely wouldn't have gone to Wales or the Lake District to, you know, just the scenery is honestly amazing, and I can't stress to you guys enough that opportunities like this don't come often. And it's the one thing we got told on gold is that, you know, it doesn't end there. You can, once you've done DofE, you build the skills and the confidence to, you know, go out into the wild world, and if you want to go camping with your friends or whatever, then do it. So the one thing I can say is just give it a go, have some fun, and if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And I know a lot of you watching don't have YouTube channels and you're not subscribed because you don't have a YouTube channel, so please make a YouTube channel, subscribe, turn channel notifications on. That's it from me. See you guys later. Peace.